Ian Dukovsky. I grew up on Long Island. In broad terms, I'm an energy healer, but I specifically work on exorcisms. Do you see what it's doing to her hand?
Yeah.
That's not like her, right?
No, she doesn't usually do that.
No. Alright, so it's manifesting. So what we have is a possession. We live in a free will world. Lasondra has not given you permission to be inside of her. We are going to take you out and bring you to the astral realm. Talk to me. What do you want from her? What's your name? Are you human?
Yes, ma'am.
When did you pass away?
Century.
Yeah. What culture were you?
Celtic.
Celtic. Ah. I like to see how well I can do against you, okay? So I'm going to bring some energy to squeeze around you. Tell me how that feels.
Sure game.
Do you feel that?
Tickles.
It tickles. Okay. So you're pretty strong. When I do the whistling, how does that feel to you?
Trying to separate us. Stop it! We'll break her!
I'll crush you. You need to leave.
Not if I hurt her first.
Well, you can't.
Then it would be easier to take her over.
She is under my protection. The Possessed documentary series showcases authentic videos of individuals possessed by entities, providing a unique glimpse into their experiences. We hear firsthand from the following entities who speak through the possessed, revealing their identities: soul collectors, lost human souls, reptilians, jinn, succubi and incubi, aliens, demons, and fallen angels. Please join me in exploring if these possessions are psychological or paranormal. I receive a phone call. The person will tell me what's happening, and I figure out a treatment. Lasondra's husband, Melvin, had called me. He told me that they're seeing a lot of activity in her home. At that point, we didn't know it was possession. Can you explain what's been happening? Like, when did this start? And if there's any, did any of you do stuff to, invite these things in?
A light would go on, light would go off. At first, the apartment complex and my husband was thinking that it was a power surge. And I'm telling them, no, this can't be a power surge because it was also cutting on faucets. And then each day it would get a longer duration and more intense. It would cut on the television with the volume all the way on high. We'll unplug the radio and it would plug its own self back in and go back on the highest volume it could possibly be. Our garbage disposal, cut it off, cut it on. It cut it off so many times that it burned itself out. It also would cut on our dishwasher. It would literally lock it and cut it on with nothing in there. And then the last time it cut on our oven and it would set it on like broil, or then my husband would cut it off and then it would cut back on like it was getting ready to bake something. So that's how intense it got. And then we decided, okay, we're gonna leave the apartment and see if the spirit would just die down, so we go next door to my mother's. It got real intense over there and it really started breaking up stuff, throwing stuff, followed us over to my mother's house. So that's when we figured out maybe it's attached to me. When my son goes into a room, it started to do stuff with him. So I'm assuming that it's attached to him as well. It mostly gravitates to me and my son. My husband really haven't attacked him or does any activity, but when he comes home it kind of dies down, but it still does a little things, but not as bad as when he's there.
So I'm going to be working mostly with Lasondra.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you had these type of experiences before, or any psychic experiences?
No.
Do you guys have a certain faith that you follow?
Baptist.
Do you guys see the things moving with your eyes, or is it always it's already moved and then you look?
Sometimes I see it when it moves, and sometimes because most of the time it attacks me when I pass by, so I mostly get hit in the back, but sometimes I see it coming. Sometimes I can get out of the way, sometimes I can't, but we can basically see it moves. Like my son's glasses, they literally pulls them off his face and tosses them across the room. Or I seen him one time where he pulled it off his face cover it and snap it in half and then drop it back down. We're like, okay, that's not good.
Yeah.
So yeah, sometimes we see it, sometimes we don't.
Have you ever recorded anything yet?
I have recorded 7 minutes of lights going off. My apartment complex wanted proof of what was going on, so I recorded it. We're sitting in a house, in a dark house, and you can see lights cut on all through the house, water cutting on, the oven door opening, closing, refrigerator door opening, closing.
Oh, good.
And we like, it always changes the thermostat. Either it'll go up to 90 degrees and cut it on the heat, or it'll cut it off and go to 50 degrees and cut it on to cold. It would literally cut all the fuses off in the apartment, the breakers, and we would cut them back on, and then 5 minutes later, you hear it click, 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 and all of them are cutting off again. And then all the light switches are cutting on, but there's no power. But you can see all the light switches click, click. You can hear them and see them just cut on. I'm like, okay, there's no power on. And then when you cut the power on, everything just like full blast, like, oh my goodness. And we're going around the house just cutting off lights, cutting off TVs. Like I said, it started tossing the TVs. You would drop them off the TV stands, and then we just decided to unplug them because we didn't want them broke. And we would sit them on the floor, and next it would topple them over, like they were literally trying to break stuff.
Is it just physical things, or is it also attacking you and hurting you?
I got remote controls thrown at me. I got the phone base. And next thing we'll be flying, and next thing I got a knot at the top of my head where things I couldn't get out the way fast enough, and it would literally hit me.
Oh, so it was
I'd
fast.
be out the kitchen, pots and cups coming out the sink. Just, I got knots, bruises.
Oh wow.
Where
Okay.
it would hit me at.
Yeah. So it is violent towards humans. No one's seeing anything though, right? You're not seeing like a shadowy image. No one's seeing like what it looks like.
No.
Okay. I'm gonna do this work on all three of you, and at a certain point I'm gonna decide who to work on individually. So I say a Hebrew prayer. It invokes angels. Amalach Agotimi Korah Yevarech Et Harim Yikra B'Shem Shemi B'Shem Ovatai Abraham B'Yitzhak B'Hu Rav B'Kerev Haaretz. If you understand how energy works, everything is energy, and so I'm doing different vibrations of energy that will cleanse you. Also, I do sacred geometry. So right now I'm doing what I call a double helix, where you might begin to feel the energy moving up your bodies, and the goal is to raise your vibration, and if there's anything inside of you, to remove it. The way it works is that I'm putting the energy inside of you. Any negative energy is going to come out your fingers and your toes. That's a discharge.
My hands feel like they're swelling.
So that's the negative energy coming out.
Yes, things are fire. You're still on fire? Yeah.
My son said his hands feel like they're on fire.
Like even though you're in Nevada, I'm in Florida, energy can go anywhere. And I've connected with you, and now the flow of energy is going from me to you, and it's discharging any negative energy that's inside of you.
I smell smoke.
Oh, look around and make sure nothing is on.
Well, the stove is not on or anything like that. Her and my son always want to smell it.
It just smell like somebody burning wood in a campfire.
Okay, so that's from that entity. It's reacting to what I'm doing. A lot of them feed on the fear of humans.
I feel like my arms fell asleep.
She said she felt pain, and he said he felt like his arms fell asleep.
All up down my spine. Every time you whistle, it just goes lightning strike.
Out of 10, what level of lightning?
It catches my breath that I can't breathe until you stop whistling, then I can breathe. That's how bad it hurt.
From 1 to 10, 10 being the worst.
I would say it's up there about a 9. It's just like you just snatched my spine right out of the. It's just like you pull it like that and let it go. It don't feel good.
It could be that that's where it's holding on to you.
As soon as you stop whistling, it'll go away. But as soon as you start whistling, it just like it's pulling it.
Yeah.
That changed my heartbeat. Why did I get a thought that says I'm not letting go?
That's not your thought, that's from the entity. It's trying to hold on.
I will break you. He can't help you.
Okay.
No one can.
So what we have is a possession. Do you see what it's doing to her hand?
Yeah.
That's not like her, right?
Nah, she doesn't usually do that.
No. Alright, so it's manifesting. We live in a free will world. Lasondra has not given you permission to be inside of her. So under the laws and rules of the universe, with the aid of God, the angels, the Elohim, the higher beings, now we are going to take you out and bring you to the astral realm. Talk to me. What do you want from her? What's your name?
Why should I give you my name?
Because I command you to give me your name.
Hakume.
Are you human?
Yes and no.
When did you pass away?
Century.
Yeah. What culture were you?
Celtic.
Celtic. Ah, okay. So it's a pleasure to meet you.
Whatever.
Are you happy?
Never right now, yes.
For right now?
Because I will take her.
Okay.
These tries to fight.
You know, there's a place that you can go that'll make you much happier.
Many people told me that.
Yeah? Do you want to become more powerful?
I can. And I am.
Why did you choose her?
I love the challenge.
Is it because she's powerful?
Yes.
Who sent you?
Devil himself.
Okay.
He wants her and her gifts.
Okay.
I'm sent to turn her. She can see it, I will.
Okay. Can we play a little bit?
If you wish.
Yeah. I like to see how well I can do against you, okay? So I'm going to bring some energy to squeeze around you. Tell me how that feels.
Sure game.
Do you feel that?
Tickles.
It tickles. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're pretty strong. When I do the whistling, how does that feel to you?
Trying to separate us. Stop it! We'll break her!
I'll crush you. You need to leave.
Not if I hurt her first.
Well, you can't.
Then it would be easier to take her over.
She is under my protection.
Stop!
Can you explain who the devil is? Because I've never seen this being. Is he an alien?
Some people call him an alien.
Do you know where he's from?
It's called the pits.
The pits? And is it on Earth?
No, it's never on Earth.
Is it a different dimension?
It's yes. It's like a black hole.
And where is it located?
Above Mars and Venus.
And is he happy?
Oh, he will be. He is pleased. Not with you, because you're a bump in the road.
Yeah.
Like a speck of dust.
So do you know what race he's part of?
Many. He has no color.
Did he have an evolution on a planet?
No, he has no plane. He's here and there, he's there.
Does he serve God?
Oh, no, that God doesn't bother him. He can sit by a Bible and it doesn't bother him.
Yeah.
He can have a cross and he won't want it.
Are you able to communicate with him now?
Yes, he sent me to do a job.
What's that
And
job?
this is to take her,
Take her where?
just possess her, and to use her gifts for our good. All you're gonna do is hurt her more, which will bring me benefits.
Do you tell the truth?
Most of the time. In this case, I'll tell you the truth. The more you hurt her, the more I can take her. With her health, I get her.
I see your game plan, but the energy can't hurt her. Is she a starseed?
Somewhat.
And what gifts does she have?
Foresight, third eye.
Yeah?
She can see past, present, and future, and can do change.
Okay.
We can influence that and twist it to what we need.
Which dimension do you live in? Ninth dimension?
Mm-hmm.
And are you originally human or are you from a different species?
Originally human, but now I'm a different species.
What do you consider yourself?
Snake.
A snake?
Lizard.
I've been seeing a lot of reptilian entities. Are you connected to them?
Yes.
Okay.
Those are my soldiers.
Ah, okay. So what rank are you?
General.
Okay.
She is highly sought of.
Okay.
Like top of the list
Okay.
of the 5 that we want.
And who are the other 5?
You wish to know.
I do.
I do not tell.
Okay.
I'm just here to get her. She's one of the 5
Okay.
that we want.
I appreciate the dialogue. I do have respect for you as a fellow powerful being, and enjoying that we can have a conversation.
Wonderful.
Has this ever happened to her before?
Not since I've known her, no.
You've never seen her like this?
Not at all.
Okay.
My mother's here. Has she ever acted like this, ma'am?
No, I haven't seen that.
My mother said she never acted like that before.
How long have you been with her?
Off and on. She used to kick me out a lot. But this time I attached on her stronger. About 5 years now, I've been messing with her.
Who's causing the disturbances in the home of turning lights on and off and faucets?
That would be my minions. Just to aggravate her. Just to unsettle her. Wear her down. Tire her out.
Does she hear your voice when you communicate with her?
No, she shuts us out. We can't get her to like that. But we get to her physically.
Yeah. And what about her son? What are you doing to the son?
That's her heart and soul. We mess with him. We mess with her.
And what about her husband?
Her rock. He's a little complicated.
Is that why you lessen the activity when he comes?
Yes.
So he's got abilities too?
Yes. Ones that we have not yet been able to penetrate. But we have someone coming with them.
Lasondra, can you hear me?
She's not here right now.
Where is she?
Sleep.
So Lasondra, on the count of 3, I'm gonna wake you up. 1, 2, 3. Wake up. How are you?
Tired.
Do you know anything that just happened?
All I know is my chest hurts.
Do you know what's happened for the past 20 minutes?
No. All I know is that my back is hurting and my chest hurts.
Okay. This is unusual.
Yeah, it is. I've never seen this before in my life.
Yeah.
And she did tell me that she used to practice witchcraft when she was younger.
No, I didn't.
You did tell me that.
I didn't practice witchcraft.
I didn't say you did. I said that's what you told me.
I didn't practice witchcraft.
And that's what you told me. I remember that much. And I just kind of blew it off as nothing.
It's been with her for 5 years.
Yeah, I heard
What's been 5 years?
the demons in you, not in the apartment.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm. He was talking to the spirit through you.
Oh my God.
This thing is powerful. It's a freaking general in, it's not an average entity, and it's able to manipulate the physical world. It like can throw things around and turn things on and off.
Like when we're together, it happens. You know, he'll throw a rag across the room.
It does do that in front of you.
Yeah.
And you, for sure, you saw it get thrown.
Yeah, I actually see pillows getting tossed from one end of the room to another.
Right now I'm relying on her as the first witness of these things. And it could be that she's turning on the faucets and turning on and off the lights and turning on and off the oven, you know. But
she was actually in the room with me when the oven came on. I actually saw in the apartment we're in now, the heat cut on, the air conditioner cut off, and actually moved the thermometer over the heat. I actually physically saw that myself, and she was in the other room.
What you just saw, how much of it was her and how much was it something else?
I've actually seen that before, as far as they're talking in tongues. I've seen that before.
Oh, so that you need to tell me that. Like I didn't know that she talks in tongues. So she does get possessed and she channels.
I've seen that before, but you know, after we had sex and stuff like that.
Oh.
She was talking in tongues.
At least 10 years?
Yeah.
Was she ever diagnosed with anything like schizophrenia, bipolar, any type of psychological issues?
Not since I've been with her.
No? She's been opening herself up to these things, at least since you know her, and at least for the past 5 years, and the last couple of weeks it's intensified.
The actual Buffalo Highway apartment, you know, they had a separate apartment. We just moved from around the corner. We were there 7 years and none of this happened.
Yeah.
So if it was the 5 years, it never showed itself to me.
Right, it was hidden.
But we were over there 7 years. This only happened 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, you see that it took a while for it to reveal itself to me.
Saw that.
Yeah, so it was hiding.
Like, what can happen going forward? Because, you know, we can't keep living like this.
I understand. Have her stay over your mother's house and you guys stay in the apartment. Tell me how that plays out. I just want the safety of your son and yourself.
Okay.
Right now, she is not in control of herself, and she sees you as a threat.
Oh, I see.
This thing took her over, and it was moving her. It was able to move her body.
Yeah.
So that concerns me. Have you seen your mom behave like this before?
No.
Do you feel that something took her over?
Well, yeah, because normally she doesn't act like this.
So it was like a different person.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get confirmation of that. Until we get your mom all set, you're to lock your door at night. Has she ever gotten violent with him?
No.
No.
The technique that I did on her puts her into a very deep state of relaxation. Maybe that enabled it to take over. Maybe she's normally in control, and it was only because I opened up that state of mind to her that it took the opportunity to take over, because it's never done this before. It did claim it's more powerful than it actually is. I don't know if you picked up on that. As soon as I told her to come back, she was able to take control. So she's in control.
Yeah.
It's not a full possession. It's when she's in a very deep state, then it can take over. So I'm going to do my analysis. I'm going to speak with consultants, and I'm going to get back to you, okay? Since this was the most powerful entity I ever faced, I decided to fly Lasondra to Fort Lauderdale to work on her in person. And then followed you into another hotel that you moved into?
Yeah, and then finally I got tired of it breaking my mother's stuff. And I told her, I said, okay, enough is enough, we need to go. Leave this whole area. So we went to a hotel. We was fine for the first 2 days. Nothing. We was like, well, maybe it's the house, it's that. But it wasn't. When he went to work, it was just like full on assault in this apartment. Broke up a whole bunch of stuff, and I told my husband, I was like, we can't stay here. If we do this, it's gonna cost us a lot of money. Literally flexed the glass, and next thing you know, it was shattered, and we sitting there like, okay, that's not good. I can't even go into my old apartment complex without it actually doing something. I can drive down the street, and my car will react. So I go all the way around. So it's gotten to the point where it's isolating me. It's not a good feeling.
Where are you staying now?
We moved to another apartment. I haven't been in it. I stayed at the old apartment because there's nothing in it, and I was just the only one there. My mom was next door. She said nothing happens as long as I don't go into her garage. Once I step foot into her house, it start up. Me and my son get together. It will start flinging things across the room. When I do get upset, it full-blown, lights cut on, flicker off. It gets stronger.
So it's feeding on you?
Yeah, and then after the end of the day, I'm like, can't function, got a massive headache.
What do you think it is inside of you?
It wants to hurt. It wants to use me to hurt. I don't think it's a positive. I'm literally battling it right now.
Yeah?
Yeah, I can feel him it's like, come on, let me out. I'm like, doesn't have the strength to do it, but when I get fatigued or really tired, it'll pop out like, I literally have to catch myself. Sometimes I just want to take this cane and just like attack somebody. I'm like, that's not a good feeling. So yeah, each day it's getting more and more aggressive, or more and more, I call it sneaky. I can be calm and serene, and next something fly across the room, I'm still here, okay. One while we thought it was like calm and peace, like it was gone.
Have you asked anyone else to heal you?
We had another pastor. I was going to go to their church and they were going to pray over me. The night before he came, he had a massive heart attack and they had to rush him into surgery. He never had a heart problem, never took medication, nothing. It was just like that. My sister texted me about 4:30 in the morning and asked me to call her when I wake up, so I was already awake. So I called her and she's like, your spirit visits me. I was like, how you know it's my spirit? He told me. And she said he literally pushed her down in the bed, she couldn't move. And he said, she's mine, leave her alone or die. So she's like, you got to go, I got to back off, I can't risk this anymore. So everybody who tries to help me or say they're gonna pray for me, something happens to them. They haven't really told me too much what has happened to them, but they was like, every so often I get somebody who back away from me. Somebody else will back away from me. I was like, it's like, you're gonna be okay, but we're gonna pray for you in a distance. I'm like, okay, what happened to you? They were like, won't tell me, but I was like, okay, you're not gonna go crazy. I'm not gonna think of any bad things from you. Let me know what has happened to you. And they would literally tell me, they say back off or die. or they do something, like make them back off. Or people who don't believe end up believing in the end because it would show themselves to them, or to do something like, okay, you really got some issues, So I've been isolated, nobody comes around the house, or, because things get thrown at them, or they get this feeling that they don't feel good. And once they walk out of the house, they feel better.
What are you hoping for as an outcome?
If I have to live with this being, that it works with me and not against me. It's totally isolated me from my family and my friends. I'm my mom's caregiver, and I can't walk into her house. I can't even walk into her apartment complex. And that's disturbing, because I literally was living next door to her. It was easy for me to walk out of my garage, walk into hers. And now this has pushed me literally into another city, because there's Las Vegas, there's Henderson. Now I'm about 45 minutes away from her.
Can you please say your name?
Caronde,
Who are you?
the one, the collector.
Explain for people that don't understand how things work on your side.
I got a job to collect unique souls, and Lasondra is one of them.
Anyone famous that we know of?
Adolf Hitler. We came for him. He was a challenging soul. No. He didn't want to go. He wanted to rule. Can't rule. Must be a collective.
Do you know where he is now?
Third round. Renew, recharge, revamp.
Is he being punished?
No. Re-educated.
By who? By you?
No, by my leader, devil. Not on earth, not on this plane, not in this universe. Like black hole.
Can he come here?
Yes, but not as we see, not as y'all see.
Is he pure anger and hatred and negative, or is he fixed?
He's a combination, like a melting pot of all dark, all negative.
No light, no love, no positive,
No,
but all the dark elements. Interesting. And how about you?
you know my history. We've talked about it. I started off as good, but the good put me to the side, so I decided to go to the other side. Treats me better.
Human beings hurt you, buddy. And now you want to hurt other beings or other human beings?
Any being, because there's different levels of beings. Earth is one being. Another realm is another being. But y'all call them extraterrestrial or ETs. But there's other realms, other life forms.
Do you work with them?
Work for who?
With any extraterrestrials or interdimensional beings?
If the master wants them, I go collect them.
Oh, so you even collect extraterrestrial beings?
Yes.
Can you tell us about one of those beings that you banqueted?
No.
No? You're forbidden?
Don't feel like it.
You chose Lasondra for her gifts.
Yes.
What gifts specifically does she have that you want?
Get the foresight.
What have you been doing to recruit her? Like, what actions have you been taking to
Wearing
bring
her down. She's strong, but like a fishbowl. We tap, we crack, we get in. Crack, crack, crack.
You had mentioned that you sent certain things to throw things around her apartment.
Our minions. Yes, we feed off her energy, especially her son's energy.
Oh, you drain the sun?
Yes, but we drain them together. She shields them, we gets to her. We attack, like we're gonna hurt her son.
Did someone else just come in?
Yeah. She fights. She wants back. It's these trees.
They give her power?
Yes.
So she told me that trees have energy, and she doesn't like the trees. Okay, so this is the one that speaks in tongues. Hello.
Nahadun.
Welcome.
Deslam.
I think that you're not on Lasondra's side. Lasondra?
Yes, he has to go.
Okay, so this is Lasondra now?
I can't bind him much longer.
Okay, so I'm going to pull him out of you. So we live in a free will world. When I sense that there's an entity in a person, I surround it with my chi, and as I'm pulling it out, my hands darken, and sometimes you can see images in my hand. I bring it to the astral realm. I transmute it and raise its vibration. Did you feel him leave?
Yeah. Live or die, who has sleep must be woken, live or die. I don't know what that means, but that's all it tells me to say. You know, like when you get ready to jump off a cliff, you got that adrenaline, but you don't feel good, and I just feel like I want to throw up and pass out at the same time.
I'm gonna remove that.
Don't do that. I thought we were friends.
We are friends.
Why try to make her whole?
Yeah, but she loves her child, she loves her husband, and she wants to be able to love. You're unable to love right now. Even though you loved your children, you don't love your children anymore.
They're gone. Why should I?
They're eternal. They're souls.
Not where I'm at.
But you can switch sides and join them.
Too far gone.
Did you have children when you were alive?
I had two.
And
A boy and a girl.
did you hate them?
The euphoria for seeing my kids laugh and play, that was perfect.
So
But now to see the hate of the misery of the people that I caused, that's euphoria.
I'm not purely in the light, I'm in the gray.
You walk between two lines.
Yeah. And you get the best of both worlds.
Oh, gee.
All you got to do is go.
Why should I go?
You don't have to. I'm saying, why don't you join me in the gray? Then you can do both. It'll be your choice.
Choices, decisions. Stop what you're doing.
Well, who's this one that's sleeping?
He must stay asleep.
Who is that?
Not at liberty to say.
Because you don't know, or you don't want to say?
I know, but I don't want to say.
You afraid?
I'm not afraid.
Sounds like you are.
I want to go.
You want to go?
She don't want me to. Why she fights so? Why she wants your help? Go away. Why you bring her here?
Why did I bring Lasondra here?
Yes.
To raise her vibration.
Her vibration don't need to be changed.
And end her suffering.
She's not suffering.
She is. These things were bothering her that you sent.
You trying to push me out or wake the creature up?
Which is better for you?
To get her
Yeah.
to come to my side. That would be better.
Yeah, I understand that. So let's wake up this being that's been sleeping.
I prefer you not to.
Okay. So wake up.
Not that easy.
The one that speaks in tongues, it's gone?
Which one?
Oh, there's more than one. Are any of them gone?
The one who gave her the hole is gone.
The hole?
Yeah.
What hole?
One who gives her the standoffishness.
Okay.
The one that keeps her from helping because she might be hurt. might be looked at as crazy.
Mm-hmm. How many of these ones that speak in tongues are in her?
4.
4?
Yes.
And they all work for you?
Somewhat.
Okay.
2 does. 2 don't.
And what background are they?
Questions, all these questions today, aren't you? Full of them.
Well, you know I like to ask questions. You knew that already.
Yes.
So, sometimes when I'm in a situation that I want to gain information about the spirit that's in the person, I'll attempt a communication where I'll speak and turn on my spirit box. And sometimes the person that I'm treating can hear what the spirits are saying, but for the times that they can't, then I like to use a spirit box just to get more information about who the spirit is, what they want, and if I can help them. Is there any spirits here that want to speak to me? Hi, what's your name? There's a lot of you. Who's in Lasondra now? Does anyone else want to say hello? It's time, yeah. Gonna start the healing process. Who are you?
Idea.
And why are you crying?
I want to be free.
You want to be free? All right, so come to me.
I can't.
Hey, let her feel the energy. They're under my protection and they can come out. So come out. What's your name? Come to my hands. Bringing you now to the light. Come to me. Whoever wants to go into the gray now can go into the gray and be free. Who's speaking? Okay, so come into the gray. They're over there? Someone's there? Someone's holding? Adonai, Eloheinu, Adonai, Echad. I'm bringing you now to the astral realm. I'm bringing God's consciousness into you. Push him out, Lasondra. God's consciousness now is coming into you. Feel that energy coming in. Fight for your son and for your husband. Michael, Raphael, come and pull it out. I'm bringing in a powerful dragon from the dragon realm to pass through me into you. Now it's going to go and it's going to attack anything that's negative inside of you. Do you feel the dragon inside of you? The dragon is taking you over now. And now it's going to go after all those beings. It's going to work for you. And it's going to take out those negative entities and bring them into the astral realm. Any entities want to come out? You feel me squeezing like it's crushing you. Go to the astral realm and become part of God. Tighter and tighter. You're gonna soon be gone. You're gonna go to the pit. You wanna join me in the gray?
Fuck your pit.
You're disappearing. I'm almost done squeezing. What do you want? What do you want? You wanna to go to the astral realm?
I don't exist in astral realm.
You want to become gray like me?
Coexist with you?
Yes. Not in my body, no.
And where will I coexist?
Oh, you could be reincarnated. You could be redeemed and reincarnated into a body.
I lived for centuries. Why would I want to start over? There's no redeeming for me. I will not leave her. He's got my kidney. I can't do this. There's so many.
Okay, we're gonna stop now. Lasondra, are you with me?
Yeah,
Okay, what's it doing to you?
he's got my kidney.
Okay, what's it doing?
Grabbing hold like claws.
And now, we're gonna open up her third eye and reawaken the consciousness of her third eye. On the count of 3, you're gonna wake up. 1, 2, 3. Wake up. You've been gone for a long time.
I didn't like that place.
What do you call yourself?
I have no name.
Are you part of Lasondra?
Yes,
Where have you been?
there is no time. There is no space. There is no life.
Welcome back. Do you recall everything that happened?
Yes.
The general and his cohorts are greatly damaged. They're very weak right now. I awakened apparently her third eye or her higher self. I don't really understand it yet. But that being was able to take over, and it had been dormant for 14 years. So apparently the general probably did something to make it dormant, and that's apparently Lasondra's gift, is her ability to see the future and to see into other dimensions and to see into the past. And that's what they want to recruit, but it was protecting her, so they had to neutralize it by making it dormant. So we woke it up.
Who hastily sleep must be woken, live or die.
You know, the general remembered to put the seatbelt on
Yes, and I know.
and to charge your phone.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, I was pretty impressed by that. Like, even though he's in
He
the darkness.
cares. He cares, but he cares more than he wants to let on.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. That I sense that in him. That, you know, it's more of like he's in pain.
Yes. And I have a feeling he wants a way out, but he wants to be forced into that way out.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to willingly give in.
Because of ego.
Of ego and plus who he works for. Yeah, he don't want to be like, because he feels like he's gonna get
Punished because he's got a good rank. Yeah.
Yeah, and that he will be number one enemy, and number one, he wants to be reassured that if he does go, that he is like in a witness protection type thing.
Yeah, I understand. It's like, oh, I couldn't help it, boss.
Yeah, they got me.
They got me.
Yeah.
That's the relationship I feel like I have with him, is that I think it's mutual respect.
Yeah, he doesn't want to turn on his own. He wants to pretend like he's been forced to turn.
Right.
So they won't look at him like, okay,
Traitor.
Traitor, or like, okay, she really got him.
Yep.
Like she's more powerful than we really thought. She was able to turn him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your higher self, did you speak to it?
Yes.
And what's it been telling you?
She's been telling me a lot of things. She likes the name Ladi.
Oh, she chose a name.
Yes.
Ladi.
Ladi.
That's great.
It's my first 2 initials of my first name and my entire middle name.
Oh, right, D, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she likes the name Ladi.
I know.
That's like, okay,
What? Yeah.
Ladi.
Ladi.
But she was like, use this today.
Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah. That's what I do.
General hates it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a frequency that is
Came
higher.
to me in a dream.
Yeah?
Yes.
When? Last
night. Today will not be easy for all of us. It's going to be real difficult to get him. Yes. I was able to loosen up a lot of things.
Yeah, your higher self, Ladi, told me that there are strands or tentacles of it embedded in your system.
I woke up this morning really sore. Intertwining her spine is a little more difficult. I'm still working on it. That's why you'll probably see her do one of these numbers.
Yeah.
Because I can't literally put her completely out because I need to know what I'm feeling because I don't want her to lose her legs.
Mm-hmm. But
the one who called himself the lieutenant, he's floating.
Yeah?
Yes, he has nothing to hold on to. He's in panic mode because he can't grab onto anything anymore.
Oh, great.
So he's loose from her lungs.
Fantastic.
The one that was attached to her pancreas, he has a claw, one little claw stuck, but the other ones are broken off. There's 4. One of them, he's in cocoon.
Oh,
he's
shut down?
Shut down. He's just waiting for you to pull him out.
And he wants to go out?
You said you wanted to study him, right?
Oh, he's volunteering?
He's volunteering.
Awesome. So he'll go into the bismuth?
Yes. Right now he's in stasis, like in a cocoon, ready for you to pull him out and put him in stasis. He's ready to go.
Do you know what species he is?
Holland. That's what he's called himself. Holland.
That's his name?
Yeah.
Was he human?
No, he's never human. He's reptilian.
Oh, he's reptilian. Okay.
Once he took out of his body and went into an evolutional consciousness, that's how he was trapped.
So he was trapped by these beings?
Yes.
He didn't join them?
No, not voluntarily.
He was kidnapped?
Kidnapped and brainwashed and conditioned. As War said, worn down to the point where I'll do your bidding, just leave my race alone. So he kind of like sacrificed himself for his race.
Or they tricked him into believing that?
Yes.
Like they're trying to trick Lasondra into sacrificing herself for her family?
Yes.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yes. Another couple months, I think she would have went. Because she loves her family and she loves her people. And she probably would have did that, thinking, okay, leave my family alone. I'll go with you. You know, leave these people alone. They're here because of me. They had nothing to do with y'all. They were just trying to help me. Yeah. I understand her pain, but now she'd understand. Now that I'm back, I showed her what they were up to, and she's not. She was, angry. She doesn't get angry a lot, or she's not a vengeful person. But she always believe an eye for an eye. But she's ready for them to go.
Doing good. How are you?
Good. I have Lasondra, who we're calling her higher self Ladi.
So you're basically having a fight between 2 aspects. One is the general, one is your higher self, essentially, and the choices that you have to yourself make. And your higher self, which is the ultimate aspect of you, wants you to go choose better. The aspect of good and evil is regardless, because one is trying to offer you things that you already yourself already have, and the other is literally trying to show you the path that would bring out the greatest aspect in you. Because essentially all this really is a bad relationship.
For the general, yes. When he sees that Lasondra has those same aspects as he wants to shield her. He wants to end her pain, but in a wrong way.
Just like any kind of narcissistic relationship, is a narcissist always in the right, or are they in just what they think is right?
Exactly.
What if someone would hurt your children? What would you do?
They did.
and I snapped.
Yeah.
And I killed as many as I could before they took me.
Were you a man?
Yes.
Well, I'm trying to determine if you are a split personality of Lasondra's or if you're an entity that's occupying her. And I haven't determined which yet.
I know many things about Lasondra.
Yeah.
She only lived one city, one state, all her life, which made it easy for us to keep track.
What if you think you're an entity and a general, but really you're just part of Lasondra that during a trauma separated from her?
That's for you to find out, huh? So that's what you're gonna try to do me. Save my, what is it? Soul?
Well,
Try to change me from my evil ways into good.
how do you get compensated by this master that you have? Do you get a salary? Do you get benefits?
We don't need monetary money. Where are we gonna spend it at?
Exactly. So why do you need a master?
He's all powerful.
If he's all powerful, you already said that there's God and also him. So who's more powerful, God or he?
I would know how most powerful God is, but who I serve is very powerful.
Yeah, but there's someone that's more powerful.
I think mine is more powerful than who you say God is, or wherever plane he reserves.
Well, how about this? How about God is everything and everything is God, and we are all part of God? Even your master is part of God.
He was once.
Are you talking fallen angel?
Oh, he was.
But it seems like right now you don't have a choice because you were told to possess Lasondra.
I chose this assignment. I didn't have to do this assignment. I can go away from this assignment and they'll send somebody else to take over. I'm not stuck here. I chose to be here. So I do have a choice.
Okay.
I can walk away, but they'll still send somebody else, and I just go and do my other stuff that I was doing.
Wouldn't you be punished for leaving your assignment?
Nope.
Do you hate Lasondra?
Why would I hate her? Because she reminded me.
Using the service of multiple beings to hold it in place, and you can actually see the chaining process.
Yes.
But removing them is easy peasy lemon squeezy. You just need to know how to strike.
You're talking to Lasondra, aren't you?
I am, but at the same time, I'm still talking to you, but at the same time, it is the person within the vessel that I'm trying to assist because that's the person whose life at that crossroads. If you were to move on, it'd simply be another aspect of reincarnation, but this person, on the other hand, they have to live with the consequences of all actions. And our job as higher beings within vessels is to take care of our said vessel, along with our service here on this plane. Then what do you want to do here?
I was a part of her, born with her. And we got separated like twins. And we're supposed to be put back together because she's not whole without me. And I'm only half without her.
Essentially what you two are is a piece of a Gemini whole. What I'm trying to understand, though, is the first part of how the separation occurred, but I'm mostly paying attention to how your soul is split. I'm essentially disarming these beings, basically removing more and more power from them to be able to hold you and bind you.
Every time I feel something to the left or something to the right, or I feel a surge.
My goal is not to essentially destroy and kill all, because you also have to make that choice to fight for yourself. And thus I'm feeling the ones that are removing, transmuting, transforming, and removing the essentials, but also allowing you to have the power to fight for yourself. Because it's also important that you fight, and you have to do the work too, because it's a certain determinants to decide, do I keep my power, do I keep myself free, or does something else try to jump and take its place? I'm just going to remove and fling a lot of entities out at once, and thus free your wings, which returns a lot of your power back. Because your wings are not just wings, your wings are also weapons.
I feel them stretching.
And trust in your warrior aspect that's held within. What I'm doing now within your solar plexus is bringing out the memories of who you were as a warrior, not just this life, but in others. Breath is the essentialness of life. Because as you breathe here in the physical, you also breathe within the spiritual. You breathe in the aspect of what is considered like magic, ki, chi, the holy energies. I'm also being told to bring within you your higher self's divine spear. For you, it is in the shape of a spear, and that is what I'm going to bring through you now. It's a golden spear.
I thought I lost it.
You've had it in you the whole time. The problem is the remembrance where you placed it. And you'll also notice it still has its shield attached right onto it. Simply take the shield in one hand and the spear in the other, and your system will know exactly what to do. It remembers the battles and how to fight and recognize how to win. It is a divine blade, a divine spear, because it holds itself as a staff, beard, and a blade all at the same time. I can feel you fighting them now and winning. Push through their whole essence. Hold themselves within a certain range. Break their range, you break their power. You take back your territory. Your whole system is a territory, both in the physical and the spiritual at the same time.
I see a rainbow. Is that you?
Yes. These are the multiple planes that are working through you now, because the rainbow is working through me to enter into you, to remember who you are. Aspects of remembrance, aspects of power, aspects of freedom. Allow the access of memories to come through. And the first thing we have to do now is work into your third eye to clear away that line that they tried to scrub against your third eye. My phone seems to be overheating. Unfortunately, my hands get really, really hot when I do energy work. I apologize in advance.
It's okay. I can feel the heat, but I can take it.
I might have to reboot the session a little bit later once my phone is cool. I have to put it in the freezer. And what I do is I enter into your mind and empty out entities who do not belong within their chambers.
Be careful.
And I see where the general holds itself around your stem. Notice that it has an aspect of fear, though. It laughs, but you feel the shake within the legs. Hopefully I'll have enough time before this phone dies. You know who I am.
All too well.
There you are. 7 sources of power.
You can't do that.
I see. I already did. So your loyalty only matches so far as you're held under its command. So what if I take that contract and just rewrite it?
Rewrite my contract?
Oh yeah. Everything's made within a deal, an aspect of an agreement. Contracts are simply changed.
And what you gonna change it to?
Whatever I so wish.
So much confidence.
Now you don't have that loyalty to your master. Instead, now you just have to make that choice.
Choice? Choice
You have
of
three
what?
doors. You have 3 doors to enter.
What are the
Choose
doors?
wisely. Look behind you.
I can be with my family?
You can return to the plane in which you first existed.
So I have the general here. How you doing?
Better days.
Yeah? So did I do pretty well against you?
I guess so.
Okay. It's all a game, right?
Game, yes.
You know, I don't want to hurt you. I just want to protect Lasondra.
Why send the other guy then?
Do you know who the D is?
Yes, I know who she is.
She thought it would be a good idea.
Figures. Yeah, I freed her.
Yeah?
Influencing Lasondra.
Yeah? You'd like to go to heaven or to your heaven and your family?
He gave me 3 doors and
Right.
then left.
Don't think of them as doors. Think of it as state of mind. Do you want to go see your family? Do you want to go to hell? Or I think the third choice was to be destroyed.
Well, I already live in hell, so why do I have to have a door to go to hell?
Hell is a state of mind. It's a perspective.
Or being absorbed.
To what?
Or sharing a collective, and I said I would go with you and you didn't want me.
Well, you wanted to possess me.
You said possessed, I say go. Collective.
Like you want to be in my body.
I could take you too. Along with Lasondra.
Well, if you could, you would have.
Yeah.
I think you're making a decision to switch teams because your team, when they find out that you failed in your mission, are going to turn on you. In fact, some of your minions and lieutenants already turned on you, and you don't want them to get to you, like the other beings that you work for. We'll protect you. We're going to learn from you, and then we're going to let you go into the astral realm and be with your family. But you'll give us so much information in this battle that you're going to get good karma, and you'll probably get a good ranking in the heavenly host.
This sounds like bullshit.
Well, tell me, you don't think that could be true?
People say a lot of things.
They do. Yesterday, when I worked on you, did you feel that I was pulling you out?
You tried.
Well, you grabbed onto our organs.
Yes.
If you didn't do that, you'd be in the astral realm by now.
Probably not.
Then where would you go?
Revamp, come back.
In which realm?
Not liberty to say.
Okay. You have 2 kids, right?
Yes.
Would you like to go see them?
That has never been an option for me.
Now there is.
Can you make that happen?
I'll show you. Oh, also, I wanted to find out about the battle that you had. Can you describe how, from your perspective, that battle? It must have been fun, no?
It was a while. Then everything started not going right.
Okay, so could you describe like what kind of weapons you used?
Swords.
Swords?
Shields.
Okay.
Just like you would call it medieval time.
Okay. And what kind of sword do you have?
Like the Vikings.
These are energetic swords.
Energetic swords. Like Odin.
Is there a color to them?
There can be many colors.
What's the color of your sword?
Mine is neon.
Neon?
Yes. Orange.
And what kind of shield do you have?
Dark. Black.
Okay. And what's
Smoky.
it made out of? What's it made out of?
Smoke.
It's made out of smoke?
Mirrors.
Some mirrors? Okay. And who came after you? Who'd you fight?
She calls herself Lady.
Oh, so Lady went after you.
And the guy.
The energy healer?
Yes, and with his helpers.
Oh, so do you know who they were?
One looked it like he was an octopus with arms.
Wow. That must have been hard to fight against.
Yeah, he had a sword in each hand.
Oh my goodness.
He was shielding Lasondra.
Yeah?
Yes.
So, were you outmatched?
You can say it more or less. But not outmatch. Most of the minions drop their sword and say, I give up.
Yeah?
Useless.
They just
useless
gave up
craps.
on you. Yeah? Do you see that the light beings are more powerful?
In a way, yes.
Okay. So if you want power, become a light being. If that's what you want.
Interesting.
You saw their power,
Yes, I did.
and you can become as powerful as one of them. And
What's
to
the
your family.
catch?
Huh?
What's the catch? There's always a catch. There's
So
always an angle.
Let's think about it then. What would be the catch? You would be giving up your hate and your anger in exchange for love. You're probably used to it.
It's been centuries.
Yeah. So you'd be letting go of all that.
And gaining what?
Love, compassion, joy, and your family. And power. That's more powerful than the dark beings have.
I don't know.
You have time to think about it. Who else is still with you?
Several.
Do they want to go?
You have to ask them. They're
Okay.
their own creatures.
Okay. So, does anyone want to leave now?
I do.
Who are you?
Dead.
Okay, nice to meet you. And
Nice to meet you.
how did you get entangled in this?
I signed a contract.
You're human?
Yes.
Where are you from? And what century?
3rd BC.
3rd BC? And what language did you speak?
Egyptian.
Egyptian? Who did you sign the contract with?
I wanted my family to be healed.
So you did it for altruistic reasons.
Yes.
To protect them. Which being did you sign a contract with?
He had 2 horns
He had 2 horns?
and a horn here.
A 3rd horn?
Yes.
Okay. And he's Egyptian?
And a tail. Don't know. He came as an Egyptian.
Okay.
But once I signed the contract, he changed
To what?
to a being that had horns.
Oh, so he presented himself as human? And he
Yes.
looked Egyptian?
Do we have to keep talking?
I'm gonna bring you to the light. So just come into my hands.
Where the fuck did you take him?
Do you see where I took?
Huh?
To the astral realm. You can go there and see your family. They have a rehabilitation program.
I don't know.
Everyone else is going.
I see that. Weaklings.
They see that there's more power on the other side. Everyone else want to go?
They're not gonna go. I'll kill them before they go.
Can I speak with Lady? Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm fine.
Did you hear the general?
Yes.
Okay, so one of the beings went to the astral realm?
I sent him to you.
Oh, thank you. Maybe you can recount your version of the story of what happened in the battle?
Call upon someone to help me. And he was able to unbind my wings.
Mm-hmm.
And give me the ability to find where my sword and shield.
What color?
My spear and my shield is pure gold.
And the shield is what color?
Bronze.
I heard you went after the general.
Yes, we had a battle. The general and we call them minions, but I call them lost souls to be in a battle. It was sword and shields and bolts of light, like on a plane where actual enlightenment, like medieval versus Roman time, chariots, you know, throwing the swords back and forth, the shields hitting, you know, celestial, ground shaking, you know, waves of lights that made it look like rainbows because each person has their own light and collide together. Yeah, you'll feel like the rumbling, like the ground shaking, like earthquakes or stuff like that.
Did it look like Earth?
It was like in a plane that looked like Earth, but not.
Oh.
Like in between planets.
Okay.
And there was a realm just right in between planets. If you line the planets up, it looked like the Milky Way solar system.
Did you see a being with 8 hands?
Yes. He shielded Lasondra. He made sure no one touched her while we battled along with my celestial beings that I have to help me. He had his, and we went and battled everything that the general threw at us.
Yeah.
The general got away along with the other beings because I lost the other person that was supposed to be helping me.
Oh, that's when it happened? Was during the battle?
During the battle, the heat, the rays of the sun got too intense. And I think we lost him.
Okay.
But I don't feel that he was destroyed or killed in the battle. He just was taken out by an unknown bolt of...
Oh, the energy healer?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he, I guess, was recuperating. It left an open hole. So I'm trying to close the holes.
Lasondra, you want to tell us what happened with this battle?
Oh my goodness. First of all, these creature thingies, I don't know what you can call them, but one it had a pretty purplish, reddish color. It could look like almost like a snakish, dragonish like creature, and I'm like, what is that? And the D told me, that's here to help you. He's here to help you. This creature's here to help you. You'll be okay. I'm like, okay. I'm freaking out because they're looking sci-fi-ish, I could say. You know, one of the sci-fi-ish looking things. You know, nobody would believe me if I describe it. And all of a sudden, it was just like we're on a desert plain. And I'm like, but you see stars. And then you see maybe like a planet here, planet there, maybe a planet there, even between two different planes. But when you look down, you see nothing but stars and stuff. But when you stand on something, it's just like you're on sand.
Oh. So it's translucent, the ground?
Yeah, but when you stand on it, it's like, you could describe it like firm, like quicksand. Like if you step on it, you start to sink, but when you step on it, it gives you that feeling like you're on sand. But when you look down, you just looking into nothingness.
That's wild.
Yeah, so it was kind of freaking me out. And then all of a sudden, I could describe him as looking like an octopus, like maybe, I don't want to offend him, but he looked like an octopus. He was like roundish at the top, and he had like 8 arms, and each of the arm had a different type of sword. It was gnarly. It was like, and he stood in front of me and didn't have a mouth, but I heard him say, "I'm here to protect you. Don't worry. Just stand here." I'm like, okay. And every so often, curious George, trying to look around, and you just see him slashing, going back and forth, and swords, literally throwing and going through. And once goes through the menus, you see a black smoke and disappear. Or if a minion hit one of a celestial being, you see a rim of light. It goes straight out and straight down like a lightning strike.
I wish I saw that.
Oh, it was kind of weird. I was like, I would never forget it. But it was like awesome. It was like a battle in the person. I was touched by it because it was a battle for me. And he said, "We're here to get you out. Don't worry about it. We got you." And I was like, "We got reinforcements. We're gonna get you out." And then it was like this big, brightest light ever. I think it was like a sun could be enthroned into like the battlefield, and it just hit in the battlefield, and everyone just went straight out like it was a shockwave or something like that. And the guy with the tentacles, he just wrapped his arm around me and it's like, hang on, like this,
Wow.
And you could feel the heat, whatever it was. You could feel the heat. And
Did the general throw that bomb?
I guess so, because it came out of the blue. The celestial beings didn't even know it was coming. It's like it caught everybody off guard. And the guy with the tentacles, he's like, "This is not good." And he said, "Hang on." He just wrapped his arms around with the swords, and he said, and he just said, "Breathe, just breathe." And I'm like holding my breath. He said, "You gotta breathe." I'm like, but you could feel the heat. It was like intense heat. And after that, it was dead silence, nothing.
Amazing story.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go outside, and
Okay.
I'm gonna remove all these things from you,
Thank you.
and you're gonna be free. We're out here now, and this is the finish line. Is this Lasondra?
Lasondra, yes.
Okay. Ladi, can you
Okay.
bring her up? And we're gonna work on this, and we're gonna go after the general. Where's the general?
He's in the fifth realm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's only one way in, one way out.
I'm gonna pull out the tentacles,
Okay,
and you just make sure that it doesn't affect her.
sure,
And also, if it puts claws into the organs,
yes,
I have 8 hands apparently
okay.
that can pull as I'm pulling with my physical hands. So I'll have those hands pull its claws, but maybe you also help with that. And also, I'm going to give the general an opportunity. You have to put a little bit of a fight just to show that you did. So I understand that, but this is for you, the best of you, General, and for your children. So I'm bringing you out now. So under the laws of the universe, Lasondra has not given you permission to be inside of her. So now I'm bringing you out into the astral realm.
Shalom. Bashir.
Who's here right now?
Allah.
You one of the lieutenants?
Kutu. Shalom. Shaleh. Joshua. You have to go. You can't stay here. It's not safe for you.
I'm going to crush you if you don't come out.
You go. You go.
Come into my hand and I'm pulling you out. And my other hands are pulling off. If you're pulling on anything. How'd we do?
Good.
Did I get him?
Not the general.
Oh, who'd I get?
Have him on.
Yeah? He's out?
He's out. You're not allowed here. That door is shut.
All of nature, sky, starlight, earth, water, trees, all to aid me and bring this being to the light. General, this is your time to come out.
I don't want to go. You have to go. You can't stay here.
You can go to your family.
He just killed one of the minions who wanted to go.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All the minions that want to leave now before he kills you, come on out now. Come into my hands. Get away from him. I use a thermal imaging camera. You can actually see details of what they look like and what species they are.
You can't do that.
Go into the astral realm. Now I'm opening a vortex, everyone. Just come on out before he hurts you.
Yes, I can't hold him for long. He is the only one left. Oh. Crap, he just stabbed me.
It's been a pleasure getting to know you. I do care about you.
Yeah, you care about me, all right.
No, I want to see you ascend into the light and become even more powerful and to be free. Leave your anger and your hatred behind.
More doors?
No doors. Do you see the portal I opened?
That's not for me.
Why can't you go there?
It burns every time I go towards it.
Yeah, because you have your hatred. Let go of your hatred. You want me to remove your hatred from you? Let it go. I'm pulling all the trauma out of you. All that pain that you've been suffering now is being pulled out of you.
I see my babies.
Yeah? All right, let's go.
I see my babies.
Yeah? All right, let's go. This face appeared in the thermal imaging. This white orb below appeared simultaneously with the face. All your trauma into the astral realm where it's being purified, and now it's back into you. And now let's go to your babies.
That door for me?
Yep, let's go. You can do it, and in the future we'll meet and we'll laugh about this, okay? We're gonna have a good time. Go to your babies in love and light. Be rejoined with them. Until we meet again, my friend.
Till we meet again, Kenneth.
We'll meet again. He's gone. You did it. You free?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome, my pleasure.
Holy crap, he's gone. Thank you.
You're welcome. Wow.
Thank you.
pleasure, my pleasure, my pleasure. We did it. You're great. You can have your life back, your child, your husband, and this is never going to come back. And now you can integrate with Ladi. You don't have to be afraid of the emotions anymore and let her integrate into you.
Okay.
She's your protector.
Hey, Mom. I'm free of my stuff, of the spirits.
God. You free?
I'm free of them.
Praise God. How you feel, like a new person?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello?
Hi, honey.
Hi.
No more things gonna be thrown at us.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Be able to be together.
Well, worrying about being on edge that something's gonna get wrong.
They took out the last one today. Right, I mean, just a few minutes ago. He is gone.
How do they know it won't come back?
They put him in the astral plane.
Well, great. That's great. So you're over here now, huh?
Yes, they brought my third eye back. You know the part where I keep saying I don't feel whole?
Yeah.
They woke that part up for me. She's my protector.
Tell Mr. Zawowski and all of his team, thank you.
I sure will.